Here's into one of the most tragic domestic dispute cases the state of Louisiana has ever seen. With a $10,000 donation of our own. If you'd like to help, more details are in the description. On a quiet April evening in the small city of DeRidder, Louisiana, police received a terrifying 911 call. But what would shock the dispatcher is the eerie calmness of the caller.
Hello, 911, what is your emergency?
Hi, I need to report a crime.
Hey, what's the address?
265 Northridge Drive in DeRidder, Louisiana.
Stay on the line while I just made a police call with us.
Thank you.
At this moment, the caller hangs up, leaving officers worried he might be in immediate danger. Officer Josh Stanford rushes to the reported address, unaware that he's only moments away from discovering a scene more disturbing than he could ever imagine.
You alright, babe? Okay, can you sit right here for me? Is anybody in there?
No, my sisters are inside right there.
Okay.
And we got my mommy and the eggs were burning and she's in there.
Okay, y'all come in here. Come in here.
I don't want to go.
Come here, stay in here, stay in here. 254 City.
The woman has a single bullet wound to the right side of her head and appears to have been dead for some time. Yet the male caller is nowhere to be found. But then the officer remembers there are still 4 young girls nearby who have just lost their mother.
Come here! Come here! Come help me! Come help me! Do you know these children? Okay. You got parents here? Huh? Can you take them to a secure place for me? Pretty please. Go right. Police department! He had glasses on the phone with him. I was under the impression there was a male subject that had been shot. They got in the backyard? What's that smell? Oh, they cooked? Oh, okay. Where's she at? She's in the back. Oh, yeah. Everything else clear? Everything else is clear.
Officers find no one else inside, leaving them still in the dark about who the caller really is. They further look into the victim's injuries and quickly realize there was almost no imminent struggle, leaving officers questioning whether the injuries may have been self-inflicted. But before anything else, they still need to identify the victim, and this is when the officer would make a devastating discovery, one that would turn this into a far more personal case.
Well, I didn't want to wait till you got here before I started trying to find an ID or anything.
Love me.
Hey, you want to turn the stove off?
Yes.
Ashley Fish. They're across the street. Ashley Fish. I'm assuming young based off of what I'm seeing here. I just school with her. Did you?
Yeah.
So she's from Eastboro? She ain't kin to Josh Fish?
No, I don't think so.
She's your age though, or?
Yeah.
Lead Detective Cooley immediately recognizes the name, 28-year-old Ashley Fish. He knew Ashley as a direct friend. He turns to the neighbors for more information. Meanwhile, other officers begin reviewing neighborhood CCTV footage, searching for anyone who may have been at the house besides Ashley and the children. And they're about to discover that someone else was indeed inside. Someone who is already on the run.
Take the food. Jeff Brown. Nice to meet you, sir. Yeah, you didn't ask me anything, but I really just a little bit, not much, but she's seen some, something happened next door. I was just running along, and then I saw, like, the car of the
Lining up with what the boys saw, another neighbor offers ring camera footage showing a black truck leaving Ashley's house just minutes before the 911 call. Desperate to learn who was driving that truck, officers turn to the next neighbor, unaware they're about to speak with the victim's best friend and is someone who knows exactly who the driver is.
What's that?
The girl there.
Another 911 call comes in, and it's from the killer himself.
Hi, I need to send my question to the police.
Okay.
I don't know how to do this.
Are you wanted? Do you have an active warrant?
No, I just committed a crime.
Okay, what crime did you commit?
I shot somebody.
Where are you located?
I'm at Burke Outlet in...
Mr. Preston?
You're unhappy about not getting promotion? It's not that. I'm somebody who, a people person. Somebody who's well liked. Somebody who's golf. Does that make sense?
You're not in the office anymore, Bradley.
There's be a hair in it. I've called in the serial number. Maybe a sniffing weapon.
You been here for a minute?
If I had to guess, I mean, she's still having some coming out of the wound. She's still pretty warm, and I had to guess I catch her between 45 minutes and an hour and 20.
That sitting there with you. So once they run the script, we'll back out and we'll get a search warrant for that.
About 40 pounds.
Detectives still find no evidence of a struggle, but they do discover something unexpected. After running the gun's serial number, it comes back not to Tyler, but to Ashley herself, meaning his version of events may not be entirely false. And with that, investigators begin to grasp just how little physical evidence actually ties Tyler to the shooting. They then finish processing the scene, send Ashley's body for autopsy, and her phone for forensic examiners to be unlocked. Shortly afterwards, the grandparents arrive at the scene to pick up the 4 traumatized children into their care. And it's at this point that it becomes clear. The oldest daughter witnessed something she will wish she never had.
I've got some grapes. And some strawberries. Yummy. You're no hamburger.
The one you want to talk to? What? Yeah, she supposedly told my wife that she saw something and she didn't want to talk about it. Hey, my baby. Got mad at me, they loaded the weapon.
1 hour after Ashley's deceased body was discovered, John arrives at the station. John explains that he and Ashley were together for over a decade. They had their first child young and went on to raise 4 beautiful daughters. For the detective, one question matters most. What does John think of Tyler? Is he capable of hurting Ashley, or was he simply in the wrong place at the wrong time? But before that, something else weighs heavily on John. He still has to explain to his daughters why they will never hear their mother's voice again.
I just want to let them know that she's no longer with us, not no longer with us, you know. She's ladies now. The 6-year-old and the 4-year-old, they don't know, they're kind of like, oh, she's married, so they've got to talk a little bit about it, and they know what to say about how she's fine, and stuff, you know. Right. I don't know what she's saying, but that's got me real bad shape, you know.
On that devastating note, the detective would shift the conversation to the final moments leading up to Ashley's death. Tragically, Ashley seemed to sense that Tyler might harm her, and just moments before she died, she would make her final cry for help.
When I see that, he's calling, what runs in my head is great. We got some bull crap. We got some bull crap there. They're in some kind of argument, and it's trying to drag me into this. I don't it's okay, it's safe. She said yes. Because I was a little concerned. I wasn't like super, it's still going to leave, but and then I texted her, said, "Fuck my kids, please, it's 6:55. And you get older, and this is, you know, this is odd."
This is the moment. At 6:55 p.m., John lost all contact with Ashley, and with it, the hope of ever rebuilding a future with her. Shortly thereafter, Detective Cooley wraps up his interview with John, who has made one thing clear. Ashley was a loving mother, incapable of harming anyone, and she deserves justice. Still not ready to begin Tyler's interrogation, fully aware that physical evidence against him is alarmingly weak, the detective instead brings in Ashley's other relatives to give their statements, hoping to better understand Tyler's character and whether he truly is a cold-blooded murderer. And it doesn't take long for one thing to become clear. Every one of them deeply distrusted Tyler, to the point of even threatening his life, fearing he might one day snap and hurt Ashley.
You know, I did threaten him. You know, I wanted him to leave. Get out there, leave the door alone. You know, I said I'd just shoot you, you know, but I didn't, you know. And I went home, and my wife and my daughter, you know, they talked some sense into it, you know, but I mean, thoughts crossed my mind hundreds of times now, you know. If I'd have carried that out, I know it's bad, but they had the moment.
He's there, and he comes out, and I think he shook my hand, and I'm like, hey Tyler, nice to meet you, and whatnot, and he just goes straight in the door, and picks up Ashley's guitar, and goes and hikes his leg up on the damn trampoline, and starts looking at the moon and playing guitar, and I'm like, Ashley, what was he doing? Can we just go inside? I don't want to hear this prick come playing or something, you know, just something. He stops, and he come over there to pull us apart, and I just rear back and punched him in the side of the head. And I had told her, he needs to go. You know, you need to get the phone and get it done. Get him on the road. You know, the last couple of weeks she told me she had no excuse. He did have to go, and this time it was for good. She said, I will be alone.
And then this other guy, and I talked with my wife about it. I said, I don't understand why somebody that supposedly has got their living already set, you know, they ain't got to work for a living to start stealing somebody that has 4 kids. He has no kids. I said, the only thing I can think of is maybe his family. That's suspicious to me, you know?
It quickly becomes clear to the detective that Ashley's relatives all wish she had stayed with John instead of Tyler, a walking red flag fully capable of snapping at any moment. But everything else investigators have is still circumstantial. Still, there's hope. Police did find some concerning items in his car, multiple anabolic drugs known to affect mood, judgment, and irritability. However, even with these findings, detectives are grasping at straws. Yet, with time slipping away, Detective Cooley knows he can't wait any longer. It's time to come face to face with their killer, who, by this point, has been waiting for hours, growing increasingly impatient to speak. With the right lawyer, he has a real chance to walk free. Without one, a single wrong word could now cost him his freedom for life. And for Detective Cooley, this isn't just another case. Ashley was his friend, someone he had known for years. Now he has to sit across from the man who has already confessed to killing her.
Help me keep everything straight. My biggest thing is I want to know who you are, so that's very important. We need to know who Ashley is, that's very important. It's not just the events of what happened tonight. It's the whole totality of the history with you guys. Because that's going to help best explain everything that led up to where we're at. I'm gonna tell you that you're going to stay and the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free from fear. It's up to you, I can't make you. I would love to know, we would all love to know, just for the sake of you, and for the sake of Ashley, honestly.
I mean, I feel like giving a statement just because I'm here. I don't know how long it wait for a lawyer to get here or whatever, but I just wanted to talk about what happened, you know, tonight. So I don't know if that's, you know.
I think it's important, because right now we've got, obviously,
I think I need to know what happened. It's about,
I've never had, I don't want to think.
my mother with no 4 kids, like that's not my thing. I closed doors, I
bedroom door to the bedroom, the kids don't go in there. I emptied out the gun, it was empty, and I left it there, and I went out. Didn't know what the fuck to do, because overloaded. Kids were there, there's a 9-year-old there that's really responsible and was watching the kids. The neighbors were outside across the street, or I had seen neighbors outside at one point across the street. I felt like I needed to go and be like, this just didn't happen. So I drove to the parking lot down the street and just called 911.
In Tyler's own words, the shooting was merely an altercation. But what stands out even more is how he refers to Ashley only as a woman, never as his partner or ex. Up until this point, Tyler has not shown any emotion when talking about Ashley, but detectives can sense something beneath the surface. Tyler avoids eye contact. He rambles, fidgets, and appears restless, almost like he's on the verge of a breakdown. And the moment detectives ask about Ashley's children, Tyler was finally cracked.
And she's got how many kids?
4 kids.
Were they all without tonight? Okay.
This is the first real emotion detectives have seen, but they needed to determine whether this is genuine guilt, a calculated tactic, or emotional instability tied to his anabolic substance abuse. Aware that Tyler could shut down the interview at any moment, Detective Cooley grows more cautious, so he starts carefully probing Tyler about any problems in his relationship with Ashley, and this is when Tyler would slip up.
And 5 years, and I felt like, on, and I had rings on, and I proud of it, I was proud to be married, I was proud to be a good husband, and I fell into this weird relationship that I never wanted to be in. I've never wanted to be a public, and I just went down this road that I just kind of felt like I could never escape from, like drowning in it, So I'm just like I was able to divorce in Oregon, they went through a couple months, was finalized when it was done. Her thing is done in years.
Right.
It takes a year for them to like do the separation process and everything. So we've just been kind of in that whirlwind of back and forth with everything and stuff. And I've thought about leaving multiple times. I've wanted to leave multiple times just because it's kind of too much to just stay here. Like, am I taking this man away from? Am I taking this man away from 4 kids? Like, 4 kids, whatever. I just felt like I felt like it in my life, relationship.
According to Tyler, he felt guilty and was planning to walk away from the relationship. But detectives already know this isn't true. Ashley's ex-husband has already shown investigators messages in which she repeatedly complained that Tyler refused to leave. Additionally, detectives uncovered love letters exchanged between Tyler and his ex-wife, proof he wasn't trapped at all. My love, by the time you see this letter, you're miles away from me. Don't be mad. I hid one last love letter in your
gun. She had a gun in her drawer next to the bed, and I was in the bedroom talking with her, and she loaded her gun and cocked it back, and basically told me that she wasn't going to let me call and tell. And so this just went to like 1,000, like 0 to 1,000 in like one blink of an eye. So I'm like in the bedroom talking with her, having a normal conversation, and she's like loading in my face with a pistol. Like literally talking to stuff, putting stuff in his voice. I wasn't doing shit. I didn't hit her. I wasn't like fighting her or anything. I was just talking. And she like loaded her gun and was pointing at me. I just know like that's where that started from. And I'm not saying that like do something, do myself in the way like, oh, the past, he never saw it happen. Now she did. That sounds like bullshit. No, she did it though. I'm a man. I'm a lot stronger than her. I was aggressive, but it was like. She shot that gun before. She knows what the fuck she's doing with that. I don't shoot guns. I didn't barely shot a gun in my life. And so the whole way it happened, I feel like for me, I didn't mean do anything. I didn't need for her to do anything. It was like basically felt like it was like just fighting for my life, and I feel like it was like this is how it ended.
According to Tyler, this chaotic struggle wasn't aggression, it was survival. Detectives continue to press for details about what happened in the bathroom, and what Tyler would say next would either support his self-defense claim or unravel it completely.
Okay, how long from the time she came into the bathroom to where it escalated to the point she gets shot? Talking about seconds or minutes?
2 minutes probably.
Talk to me
Just
about
struggling.
those 2 minutes. Talk
Just
to me
fighting,
about
trying to get the conversation, like talking, moving the gun around each other, just like I'm trying to grab her, I'm trying to hold on to her. It's just like it was just felt like it was like fight for survival.